Uh, shortened the quarter length. The previous video was right around that 30-minute mark that I was trying to get to, and I think that's good. I think a 30-minute video is okay. I'd like to try to get it between 20 and 20 would be the low end. 30 is definitely the high end. I'm not really. I don't think it needs to be that long. He's gonna look to the running back. Oh, I over pursued that. Again, I'm still running that cover zero blitz. It's that midline blitz. I'm gonna bunch them in, but it's really productive out of the. There he is. Okay. And that's just Russell Wilson being Russell Wilson. This was something I struggled with in the league franchise that I'm in, and it's just, or a joint franchise I'm in, screen. And he is Russell Wilson in Madden is like Russell Wilson in real life. Like, he just completes throws and is athletic and is able to do stuff, and you're just like, man, stopping him is tedious. Even bringing pressure and pretty much controlling trying to control as much as possible and give him as few options to roll out and extend plays and do whatever. It can still be rough. Crap, I don't want to do this. I doubt Gesicki's going to get a lot of attention or a lot of looks. This game, Gesicki's pretty much going to be locked down. Because I'm not going to. It'll be very difficult for me to thread that over top Wagner, but not, but underneath Adams. They would both have to blow coverage, and I don't see that being crap. I need to roll. Okay. I'll just go back the other way. It's not hard. When they're that high power, you gotta find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, really, you're standing. Oh, okay, never mind. I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third. Take it easy, don't roll. Right there. There's Bobby. Okay. Okay. Tua, why are you tired? Come on, buddy. Oh yeah, I forgot. Something I found out with this formation, right? Breda goes there, and it carries him, so he doesn't just stop at the end like an idiot. And it turns into an actual route. Put in Solomon Kinley. I'm really. No. Okay. What about read option? Who am I reading here? Okay. Who is 51? Oh, that's right. Bruce Irvin is hurt in. Okay. I really do want Gesicki to. Okay. That's fine. Go hurry up. 50% completion rate. I'd like to score a touchdown before the end of the quarter. If that's. Yep. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, there aren't any better kickers in free agency. I've looked at that a few different times. And Sanders has the best accuracy and kick power combination that I'm going to be able to get. Rodrigo Blankenship is in free agency, but unfortunately he only has like a 71 or something for accuracy, and I think Sanders has like a 74, something like that. Rowe goes there. Randall slides over. Watch the cutback. That's secure tackles. Once I get close to the ball carrier, I'm just spamming X to try to go for a secure tackle there. Because if I can at least make contact off of someone and then get the break off a huge run, I need to pretty much wrap him up and try to contain him until other people get in there for a gang tackle. If that's if they're close. If they're not close, then I mean, it ain't gonna happen. Yep, X again. Okay. And then he spins out. That's why, if you saw that miss on the hit stick, that's why I usually don't hit stick. Particularly with corners and safeties, I will usually try to there we go. He wanted that tight end going back over the middle. I'm sorry, who did that? Philip Dorsett. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
They're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. Coming up to the line,
there we go.
Need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now it's Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up.
3-yard gain. And I can't. So the issue that you're going to run into whenever you're playing Russell Wilson is that you can't use a vanilla defense. And what I mean is that you can't do like a cover 1, a basic cover 3. You have to ultimately have someone in spy, whether that's you as a user or something else. You have to constantly contain and try to figure out where he's going to be and where the outlets are. Like right now I'm having to, I didn't want to have to user that. I shouldn't have had to user that. Right now probably a buck zone. I'll call buck zone and I'll look at it. Yep. I'm actually going to keep that in there. Boom, Baker's going to be, that's pretty much my cover 3. The buck zone, and it's a transition into a inches or first down. So the buck zone is pretty much a cover 3, but you're blitzing a middle linebacker. I throw that middle linebacker into a spy. And there's other, I might go to different blitz packages. You know what? Yeah, because they're still going to go with that. Okay, I'm going to call the Sam Will blitz here. He goes there. He goes there. Boom, and that's what I got. So it's a shell. The middle is relatively open, and I'm bull rushing that nose tackle all the way down. I'm trying to collapse a pocket and get Russell to roll, because when Russell rolls, either one of the guys I flared out. This is also, you can also do this if you have someone that uses obnoxiously mobile quarterbacks. Boom. You see how those zones are pretty much stacked up against each other? The sidelines are taken care of, and you could do that with Montez. The middle is kind of open, but you can even use the middle linebacker in that case. So now here, put that there, put that there. Boom. Idonis needs to come back. Fuck. Idonis was supposed to jump there. Oh well. 19 seconds. I get the ball back. Do I really need anything crazy aggressive?
So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Depending on how long this video is, I might change the accelerated clock length. Because I still need to get my player stats. I still need to get Tua's stats. I mean, I do have 3 timeouts. Let's see. It really depends on what I can get play one. I know that Devontae Parker's route will most likely be open. I didn't audible anything. There we go. Holy shit. That'll work. I didn't think I was going to hit like that. There you go, and I get the ball back, right? No, I started off with the ball. No, they started off with the ball, and they kicked to Deontay Harris. That's right. Woo. I mean, well, yeah, I mean, I'm still going to get the ball back, but I mean, maybe a little bit more depending on what. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. So, where's Buck Zone? I'm going to call Buck Zone. This is what a cover 3 is out of this. Boom. Cover 3. Press coverage. Boom. And the minute that I think that's a run, I'm clicking L3 to get everyone to collapse onto the ball. Because as they're collapsing onto the ball, that's when I can contain the run and slow it down out of a nickel formation that's designed to take away the pass. Right to left. I shouldn't have been wiggling. I should have just picked and gone. Okay. So, let me see. How do I want to do this? If memory serves, there is that one. And I forget which one I have. Crap. It's neither, because I want this. I want the read option. Slide Gesicki. Gesicki pulls Wagner. That wasn't... Okay, so they're in some sort of man coverage. I didn't expect Wagner to go with Gesicki there. I expected him to pull other people. Okay, so now again we're looking at where I want to go. I'm not going to do the read option. They're probably playing zone. So I'm going to pull that. Boom. Braid is there. There we go. And then there should be a put him in because that'll work. Did I not put halfback angle? There it is. Okay, this is a more or less a if you're playing a user and they're using that middle linebacker and that middle linebacker is really solid, boom. That's a way to force someone to. It's a pick route. It turns into a pick route at the 10-yard line. It's just food for thought. It's all it is it's the same call as a halfback angle, but you slant Devontae Parker, whoever your slot receiver is, and if they're using that middle linebacker and that middle linebacker's vacating or clearing out for whatever reason, or maybe they're covering some random spot that you throw to or that you enjoy throwing to a lot, it's nice. It helps get that linebacker under control to where they're not being annoying. I'm gonna slide. God, Jamal. Oh, I didn't get out of bounds there. Okay. Everyone's got a little bit of juice. Gonna roll. Gonna slide. So this shouldn't score. Oh no, it will. Okay. I didn't think that was going to work because of the where Wagner was, and just the amount of just how athletic he is and how strong of a middle linebacker he is in Madden. I want to say like 2 years ago in Madden, you can put him at any spot on the defense except for, because he had the speed too and he was younger. So you could literally put him at the only spot you couldn't put him was essentially a 3-4 nose tackle. He could play D tackle as a pass rusher. Yeah, he could play like 11 different positions on the defense, and it was just disgusting. He could play safeties. He was like Deion. He was a slightly heavier version of Deion Jones, but with the ability to block shed. I think he had a power move too. I think it wasn't last year's Madden. I think it might have been Madden 19. Because there was a guy that I was in a franchise with, and he literally slid him around multiple positions, and I'm just like, why are you like this? He's like, why? I can do it. Oh, I wanted to pick that. Oh, well. Okay, I got Randall there. That's a run. All right. So with this, right, 3rd and 11, what's a good play call? I've come to like cover one lock, but I'm going to specifically use this guy over here, the guy that's in the seam flat, right? It's the short side of the field. Oh, because if you're using him, I'm just going to explain what I was looking at. Instant replay. Okay, so I am, in this case, Noah Igbinoghene. He is in this seam flat that's covering. Can I move my little cursor? I'm supposed to be covering from the 40 over sideline and then up to like 30. Because I'm freezing because I want to see what 16 does. 16 goes deep. Then that's, I think, Xavier Howard. Yep, Xavier Howard would stay on him. If he goes short to like the 30, 35, then I have to pick him up. That's my zone responsibility. I can't vacate. If Howard, for whatever reason, picks him up, then I go back to being a free agent or being able to roam and just kind of see where is he? Olsen, Carson, DK, and who's 11? 11 Lockett? Dorsett. What happened to Lockett? Lockett must be hurt. But that's really what I'm looking at here, okay? So in case you missed it, right? Zoom back a little bit to see where the ball gets snapped. Okay, ball gets snapped, and I freeze. I am waiting, and I'm reading to see, okay, the play action froze me. It's not a run. I'm going to drift back, and now I'm seeing what Xavier Howard does. Xavier Howard stays with him. Okay. So then what do I see? I know that both my middle linebackers are supposed to be in a mid-zone. And who is this? Grugier Hill, right? Kama Grugier Hill. Grugier Hill doesn't get deep enough on his mid-zone, right? There's, 5-6 yards of difference between where Grugier Hill is and where Baker is. But Baker's going to stop and be like, hey, that's not my zone. That's not my problem, right? And Russell is really wanting this soft spot right about here-ish. Yeah, right around that 47-yard line. And if we're looking at the ball, that's probably where the ball's going to be angled at. Yep. So we're going to go a little bit further. Baker does a great job of sticking with it and saying, hey, okay, I'll cover you. And he actually rotates because he's not supposed to be back this far. He's not supposed to be over this far in a cover 3. But he does. If he doesn't, though, if he doesn't tip that, I'm right there as Igbinoghene to intercept it. Right? Because if he doesn't tip, right, that's Igbinoghene's ball. Dorsett can't make a play on it because I'm undercutting it that bad. If Dorsett isn't the read and he would try to throw it back to DK, right? Say for whatever reason he tries to low up and throw to DK. DK's covered by Rowe, and this is specifically why I take the short side. The short side is easier because Rowe is covering the same zone as what Igbinoghene is. So Rowe says, all right, cool, I'm going to pick him up and I'm going to go back. Once the ball's in his hand, once the ball's being released, right, everyone focuses on Dorsett, number 11. No one in that zone is really concerned about DK, which I don't entirely agree with. I think the coverage should rotate too, but it's because there's no one on that side of the field. But anyway, That's just how I'm going to play that cover 3 lock. Because, oh yeah, someone's supposed to be in man coverage too. Rowe might have been in man coverage in that. I'll have to look back at that. My pre-play art. But whoever was in man coverage should have been on slot receiver. So it would have been Dorsett too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to the man coverage guy. Because that would have been, who's my slot receiver? It's Igbenaga, he's one of my slots, but he's not. Oh, Gesicki. And again, I'm throwing to that right shoulder because I end up angling towards the right. I'm throwing to the right shoulder so I can go to the right. Okay? If there would be an opening on the left side, I would throw to the left shoulder so I can go left. I'm picking which side I'm ultimately. Let me go to replay. So, just to. Really? Okay, there we go. Okay. So, boom, he gets open. The right side, there is more open field on this side than there is if I go left. If I go left, then who's that, Dunbar? Quentin Dunbar becomes the guy that's probably going to make a play, right? But I'm saying Gesicki, saying, hey, go to the right, buddy. That's why I'm throwing it on the right shoulder. The CPU moves Gesicki to the right, and then I've got wide open space. If I go left and I just move him to the left side, it's on the opposite side of the A, so move my cursor. If I'm over here, Dunbar makes a play. More often than not, Dunbar will make a play on the ball and make a play on Gesicki or whoever your tight end is and stop that from being a successful play. There's a gap. I'm throwing it to space, and I'm wanting to go to the right. And I'm willing to bet that at the point that he catches, that Mike Gesicki can run 30 yards faster, because it's hitting him in stride, than a corner that was looking at the opposite direction. Now, if there's 5 more yards, Dunbar probably catches him. That's just the reality. He's a tight end. But if you're running that play, you're throwing to whichever shoulder has more space on it. And then you're also you're fading that direction. That's an easy way that I see it. That's how I see it. That's how I throw. That's how I play my offense.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take
Okay, so
over.
I'm going to go back here. I'm not buying. Yeah. I think they're going to throw the ball here. Oh, crap, I'm on row. Okay, Seattle. I wasn't trying to get. Just going back to that last defensive. Ooh, who am I on? It's that last defensive series. For cover 3 lock, don't ever let the guy that's in man coverage be on the running back. That is a wait. Okay, so they're going to start doing angles. That's fine. Buck zone. Control that. Give me a spy there. Boom.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on
Okay, yeah, I'm just going to go to my cover 3. I'm not going to get a lot of sacks then. Okay, so Igbenaga, would be covering the boom. There, see? This is the setup. This formation and the coverage that I'm showing you predominantly works on 3 receiver, 1 tight end running back set. So I'm going left and okay, boom. Why are they not wanting to look back? Boom. So yeah, L2's having a hard time. I'm gonna swap controllers.
a nice safe
All
throw.
right.
And in this
Sure,
case, that's
yeah.
exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Okay.
It turned out to be a nice play for the
Okay,
offense.
well, I guess I'm just going to use the one that has a not-so-great L2. There we go. Oh, thank God I didn't need it. Igbenogany got the interception there. And again, I was using Igbenogany there. Do I really want to score this? Yeah, because it gets my rookie extra point. Something I do want to go. I realize it was an interception. That was a poorly thrown ball by the CPU. If he doesn't stop, if Olsen doesn't stop and he keeps going up, I don't know who picks him up. That is a soft spot in cover 3. Now, I don't know why. I don't even know who he was really trying to go to. Oh, he wanted the who came out of the backfield there? Dorsett. He wanted Dorsett out of the backfield. Is that what? No, there wasn't anyone in the backfield. Okay. Yeah. That was really lucky I was able to pick that off because my L2 is being a little weird. Maybe it's just inconsistent, I guess? I don't know. I was holding it there and it showed me the names twice, so maybe it's just not. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with my controller in between games or something. I don't know. Oh, well. But Igbenogany, he got his second interception. He got pick 6, so that's pretty nice.
This carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
I want to get into... Yeah, no, I'm just going to stick with the cover 3 lock, and then I'll... Nope. Igbenogany moves, boom, Dorsett's double covered. So it's still 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, one running back. Yeah, L2 is just not functioning the way it should. Crap.
And that was the message to the team. Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
you know what?
we'll
I
get
might.
better as we go forward.
Because I'm having issues with L2. But that worked. Okay. Oh, why can't I? If only I could turn around. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I'm just blitzing. So even with cover 0, don't get worried about a spread formation like this, because you're banking that the blitz will get there before anything meaningful or intimidating would happen. For this situation, I'm going to call the buck zone. The buck zone is my plan B. And I'm probably not going to need it because it should be bump him, bump that. Boom. Okay. And then I'll pause it afterwards to go back over that. Most of the time in Madden with the CPU, and I have to put those disclaimers in there. Probably not. I didn't have to put the Madden part in there, but when the CPU bunches, right, more often than not, it's called bench or bench switch. I am, in this case, as the D-end, I am going to take Montez Sweat, and I am going to run him with purpose into Greg Olsen. Because that little hit right there, Greg Olsen should be earlier into his cut. He is not. The play gets extended a little bit. Sweat applies pressure. Wilson never looks at DK, and he never looks because Olsen is getting ready to cut. Look at where Rowe is. Rowe is inside. This is an easy interception. Because Rowe is inside, Rowe turns, undercuts the route. Olsen takes a lazy cut. If he sharpens that, maybe he makes a play on the ball. But that is why whenever I see that the CPU is in a bunch formation, and this is only CPU, this isn't for users. When the CPU is in a bunch formation, I stick with the cover zero blitz. Who did I just screw up? Okay. I stick with the cover zero blitz because I can take my defensive end and I can run them into the guy that's probably going to run the post or corner route. And in doing that, there's a little bit higher success rate that that ball will be picked or tipped. Either way, it'll be an incompletion and a turnover. It'll be a turnover in some way, shape, or form in that case because it was 4th down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got the first down.
Oh, that's going to be holding. Gesicki on hold. Gesicki held.
So let's see what this is about.
Number 88. Yep.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
Okay.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Okay. Let me see. And again, I talked on this Ooh, I don't like that. If Gesicki wants to come in, he can. It really doesn't matter. Because I'm really just hoping that Bobby Wagner gets covered or gets blocked. Oh, Brady only has 25 yards. Damn. Brady's actually a really good running back if you develop him. He really is. I want to say I got him up to like an 81 in another franchise. And it's just... Mm-hmm.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll get it down
Burn the
close
timeout.
to the goal line, but not quite in. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off.
There we go.
And he will get into the end zone.
I probably could have done a read option there just to get to a rushing touchdown, but I don't think it was that necessary. Considering I haven't had a fumble yet this game, and that's pretty good playing the Seahawks defense. Along with Wagner and Adams, you have Wright and Brooks that can also force fumbles. If you're playing a user and they're using Brooks or Wright, and they're letting the CPU play with Wagner, they probably are looking to force a I'm on the wrong corner. Thank you. Oh, it's 0 seconds. Crap, I should have just gotten down. I should have laid down there. I would have been able to maybe call another play there.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
That wasn't bad. 49 points. I thought I'd only get up to 42 total points. So it means that there's at least possessions. Well, no, I did force 3 interceptions. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to look and review how long this whole video took. Even with pausing and replay and whatnot, I'm still going to include that in the total time because it's just something I'm probably going to do in other videos. Ooh, who can I upgrade? Wow. Okay. I'm going to upgrade them in between videos. And yeah, I'm going to end this video and try to review and figure out how long it is I want to... What is that tablet doing to Brian Flores? Okay. What is he typing on? The screen's supposed to be over. Okay, good job. Good job, EA. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to watch Week 5 against the 49ers. Like mentioned, whether you want to see something included in a video, whether you want more of something, less of something, just drop a comment, drop a like, and tell me what it is you think I should be doing. Thank you.